Ed Kirby here from Orchard Hill Farm Equipment in Belchertown, Mass. We've been with Mahindra now about 18 years. We're one of the top tractors on the market today with a new 7-year warranty, just upgraded. This tractor here is a new 1526, which was formerly a 3016, 3015, then it was a Cub Cadet years ago. Many of you people might remember. This is a Mitsubishi mainframe tractor. This tractor here is just unbeatable. It is so damn efficient on fuel. One of the few tractors that has not had any hydrostatic units problems or pump problems. It's the same system that they were using 20 years ago under the Cub Cadet name Mitsubishi made for this HST unit. It is bulletproof. This tractor here comes standard with a tilt steering wheel, has a high and low range over here, and it also has a forward and reverse HST foot pedal. Also has a differential lock right here on this tractor. Your 2- and 4-wheel drive is a manual switch, so you don't have to worry about any electronics on this tractor. You have a flow control for your 3-point hitch, fast and slow on this tractor. This is also your dipstick to check that, and your oil fill right here, which is very easily accessible for anyone. This particular flow control on this tractor underneath the seat affects your 3-point hitch, how fast it goes up and down. This 3-point hitch will certainly handle any 5 or 6 foot brush hog or any other of the 52 different attachments that we can put on the back of this tractor. It's a category 1 3-point hitch. This particular unit here, the 1526 HST, was a 30 horsepower. Now it's turned down to a 1526 to get under all emission standards. So this tractor has no emissions on it whatsoever. One of the few tractors on the market, actually I believe one of the only ones, that has an electric fuel pump above and beyond your normal injection system. If you run this tractor out of fuel, this tractor will bleed itself off within seconds. So the average guy that's not a real mechanical guy, he's back in business very quickly. It has a Donaldson air cleaner on the front, which is easily accessible to clean out. This whole front unit with the headlights comes right off so you can get at your battery. We have an oil cooler in the front. Also, we have a screen that can be checked as far as for brush mowing, finish mowing, to keep all the debris out of your radiator area. But before it gets to that screen, we are also screened out here. Mahindra's gone a step beyond. Everything on this tractor is screened, whether it be the side panels, the hood. They've gone the extra mile to keep all that debris out of this engine compartment. So the only thing you need to put in this engine compartment is a garden hose once in a while to wash your dust off. This tractor here has underslung exhaust, which goes down and underneath, out of the way. No stacks to worry about, nothing to break off. Their front ends and the whole main frame of the tractor, 7/8 cast steel in this tractor. This tractor has power steering with a drag link behind, tucked up power steering unit there, hydrostatic power steering, so you will turn this tractor with one finger, turning the steering on this unit. Very, very easy as far as turning goes. Also on this unit, when you go with industrial tires, you have a rim guard for your valve stem for the woods, which is on this tractor rims. Whatever tires you decide on this Mahindra are the same price. So don't get worried about price differentiates on tires because it's all going to be the same. This tractor has a loader that lifts over 1,600 pounds. This Mahindra 1526L loader comes standard with a Bobcat quick front detached unit right here, which has been around for years. Allows you to unsnap this bucket, go into forks, go into a grabber, a snowplow, a root rake, numerous attachments. So this opens up the door for running a whole handful of attachments in the front, as well as the 52 different attachments in the back. This tractor loader comes off, has a stand right here. This stand comes out of the tractor, gets put under the center right here. You set that down on some solid ground, come back to your unit. Once these pins are relatively loose, you pull your pins, you use your joystick to lift this up about 8 inches. Once that's up and out of the way, you're able to back this tractor up a foot, uncouple your lines on this side. They're all color coded, so there's going to be no games, no problems. Uncouple these lines, the valve stays with the tractor, the lines and the loader go away. So now you've got your attachment away if you want to do some finish mowing, brush mowing, or any kind of operation around the house or the farm. These side panels also come off with a couple screws on each side. Actually, one on each side. This panel comes right off, Easily accessible. There's no tools needed to get this panel off the tractor. In seconds, you're off and you're right at the engine. When you want to change your fuel filter right here, if you've got a Gorilla Grip, you just grab a hold of that. You'll be able to twist that nice and gentle, take it off, put your new filter in, twist it right back. Then you have your oil filter right here with a dipstick right behind it. Everything is right there, easily accessible. Again, this whole unit is one really proven tractor. They've gone above and beyond here now with this new loader unit. Years ago, this frame right here was tied into the engine. If customers didn't check their bolts right here, they would end up cracking an engine or fatiguing the bolts. Now we've gone a step beyond and not used that whole engine area, and we put a new frame, engineered and designed by Mahindra's engineers, right here to go all the way from the front to the bell housing and beyond, and not touch that engine at all, which makes it a lot more structurally sound, where you're going to end up with no issues. And that's just another reason why Mahindra has gone to a 7-year warranty on this tractor, because they've stepped up and beyond. This is your oil fill right here on this front end. This unscrews. You can fill your oil unit right there. You've got grease fittings at every pivot point on this front axle. Also, as we come around here, we have the independent brakes on this unit. Independent brakes, if you're stuck against a tree, you step on one, it's going to lock and rotate around, just like a bulldozer in a sense. You have a hydrostatic with a cushion cylinder forward and backwards. Heel to toe operation. Your seat is fully adjustable, back and forth. This year they've also gone to a new contoured seat. I mean, many of you folks, as getting my age, you do get a little back pain. This seat right here really comforts your back and grabs you just on the side of your back. And it's a comfortable ride when you're spending a lot of time in this tractor. You have a tilt wheel here as well on this tractor. You can tilt it back and forth depending on your arm length and operation of comfort. You also have what they call a cruise control operation right here. So we can set this down, we can lock into cruise control, and now you're driving down the road, whether you've got to go for groceries or to the package store, you're cruising. Now release that, it's off. Over here we've got a foldable roll bar. If you need to get under some trees, that's your foldable pin. This keeps it tight from vibrating. This roll bar does fold down, though we strongly recommend you use the roll bar and you use your seat belt, which is tucked under the seat, on all your operations. This seat belt unit here is really something we want to stress, that it saves lives. There's a reason for it. We have your drawbar tucked away right here. This drawbar goes on the back of the tractor, so you can tow trailers or chaining this tractor down or towing things. Again, now we're back at your back end of the tractor. We can't really show you the whole 3-point hitch setup on the tractor, but we can show you your top link right here. This comes standard with a top link and pins. Your lower arms are tucked away down below under the backhoe that come with this tractor. These are your 3-point hitch, what they call rock shaft arms. And they hook to your vertical arms that go to the 3-point hitch down below here. These arms are tucked out of the way because we have a backhoe full subframe on this tractor. This is what they call a 4-point subframe. It's tied all the way into the loader in the front. But when you want to take this backhoe off, all you have is a pin right here on each side. This pin, one clip, you get the backhoe loose, take that pin out on each side, and now you put your outriggers down. These outriggers right here will stabilize the unit. Your bucket will go to the ground. Now you'll be able to just lift it up a ½ inch, pull your pins. Then once your pins are out, you'll raise it up another 2 inches. It'll lift out of the cradle. You'll pull the tractor forward a foot, shut the tractor off, and now you're going to go through this tractor and you're going to unplug your color-coded lines that run this backhoe. Once those color-coded lines are unplugged, you're able to pull forward, hook up your 3-point hitch pins, and now this backhoe is on the ground, out of your way, tucked out of the way, and you're in business to run your other 52 different attachments on the back end of this tractor. This backhoe has a pry-out power of over 2,400 pounds on the bucket. It will snap roots the size of your arm, guaranteed. I have never had a guy come in and say, these backhoes just don't do anything. These backhoes always get recommendations and accommodations. Very happy with what they do. And the customers always say, I can't believe what they'll do. These backhoes are also set up here with a bracket already installed, so you can add on a Mahindra factory thumb for an extra added on option. The teeth on this backhoe are replaceable. These teeth, pound them on with a pin, and you can replace these teeth if you break them or if you wear them out. Greasable pivot points. Every point on this backhoe has a grease fitting. The grease is very, very important upon use. I mean, if you want to have optimal control when you're working next to houses and everything, you want to have everything greased all the time to keep your wear down to a minimum. This has a rubber stop for the backhoe, so you're not getting any banging when that backhoe swings around. We also have a locking pin right here for traveling on this backhoe. And the whole reason for that is, for some reason, if the seat happens to bang one of these knobs, or you're not paying attention and the backhoe catches a branch, goes down, it keeps it solid, keeps the vibration and everything strong with the tractor locked in place. What else can I tell you about this tractor? You've got the grooved outriggers to grab the ground. Again, these backhoes are not made to pick this tractor up. These backhoes are made to these stabilizers are made to stabilize this backhoe on operation. I mean, sure, these Case 580 backhoes and big other Brand X backhoes for commercial use are made to pick it up. If you're in a pinch, this will certainly pick it up, no problem. But it's not, you really just want to stabilize it when you're doing your digging. Push yourself along with your bucket or pull yourself along with a bucket. We have a great seat which is adjustable in the back for this backhoe. It's really easy on and easy off. A low platform with a step to get on there. This step here makes it a little easier. I mean, as to get on there. You've got good ground clearance underneath this thing, well over a foot. I mean, as far as ground clearance goes, that is really nice, and that's really what they've achieved here. If you look at a lot of other brands, they've got this subframe that's on this tractor a lot lower, and now you're jeopardizing your ground clearance. You're getting hung up. You're getting hung up on stumps. You're getting hung up on rocks and walls and dirt piles. This whole frame, again, here we are. We've got well over a foot right there underneath this tractor for ground clearance for any of the frames. This tractor also has multiple hydraulic filters, which is a big factor on this tractor. You've got 2 hydraulic filters. You may cry when you go to buy a couple of them, but you know what? That's why we have no return recalls on this HST unit or the tractor itself, because the multiple hydraulic filters just make this unit a fabulous unit with a very large storage of oil as well in the rear axle of this tractor. So you've got hydraulic oil from the steering wheel back, you've got front axle 80/90 gear oil, and you've got motor oil for the front. And also you've got all these products by Mahindra. We can hook you up with the motor oil, boom. You know, we can hook you up with the universal tractor fluid for transmission. I mean, right on down the line to this Super Pro Red Grease, 80/90 weight oil. Mahindra has it all, and I mean, their products are superior to anyone else's products on the market. I neglected to say there's always a spot for a cup holder here, whether you're a beer drinker or an iced tea drinker, you've got a spot right here. Directional lights as well, fully functional, directionals and hazards. Brake lights on the back of this tractor. You have headlights in the front as well. Also, when you go to fuel this tractor itself, here we are. We've got a steel fuel cap, not a plastic fuel cap like other manufacturers. Also, here you are inside the tank. You've got a screen to catch anything out of those tanks that you're going to possibly put in there by accident. Very, very important. And we always recommend using Mahindra Additive in the fuel. Very, very important these days because the diesel additive is the diesel itself is very poor in quality. You have a level indicator on the bucket, as I walked by and missed a few minutes ago. This level indicator right here will give you your level spot on this bucket here. Allows you to judge your distance and judge your digging on the bucket. This 1526 is definitely really a compact animal. I mean, it's got some super lift capacity, weighing in the neighborhood of 4,200 pounds. I can't say enough good things, but
Marshall,
we're ready to go to work.
Line on hold.
Yep, this Mahindra is as good as it gets. Wax it, fuel it, run it hard. It loves to get worked hard. Again, this is Ed Kirby from Orchard Hill Farm Equipment in Belchertown, Mass. We've been a Mahindra dealer for over 18 years, been in business almost 30, and we love Mahindra. So stop down and see us anytime. OrchardHillSales.com.